You've learned about the letter W this week. Well, Miss W would love to share her book. Weather Watch. Vacation, what a wonderful word, said Miss W. It's nice of you to do the weather forecast for me next week, Mr. N. Now I won't have to worry while I'm away. No problem, Mr. N said. I'll just make it part of my newscast. Are you sure that you know what to do, Miss W asked. Of course I do. There's nothing to forecasting the weather, Mr. N laughed. On Monday morning, Miss W woke up smiling. I don't have to work at the Weather Watch station all week. Let's see what Mr. N has to say about today's weather, she said, turning on the TV. Mr. N was standing in front of the weather map. It will be sunny and clear all day, he said, pointing to a big bright sun. Now go outside and enjoy yourself. Sunny and clear, two more wonderful words, Miss W said. She looked at her dog. Let's go to Weeping Willow's woods. Wolfie wagged his tail. Woof, woof. I can hardly see where I'm going in this fog, Miss W said, as she stumbled through the woods. Mr. N said it would be sunny and clear all day. I guess he made a mistake. We'd better turn back before we get lost. On Tuesday, Miss W decided to make waffles for breakfast. Wolfie, I need to go to Meadowlark Market, she said. We can't have waffles without whipped cream and walnuts. She turned on the TV. But first, I want to see how Mr. N is doing at the Weather Watch station. Mr. N smiled as he pointed to a puffy white cloud on the weather map. Today will be nice and calm, he predicted. Almost no wind at all. Wonderful. I'll walk to the market, Miss W said. Sorry, Wolfie, you can't go. No dogs allowed there. Wow, what a wild and windy day, said Miss W, holding on to her hat. And Mr. N said it would be nice and calm. I guess he made another mistake. On Wednesday, Miss W wanted to get her hair cut. I'll just listen to the weather report before I go, she said, brushing her hair. Today's weather will be very cold, warned Mr. N. You'll need to button up. I would be wise to wear my warm coat, said Miss W. I'm wilting in this heat, Miss W whispered to herself on the way to the hair salon. Mr. N said it was going to be very cold. Instead, it's very hot. I guess he made a mistake. Again. On Thursday, Miss W said, Good morning, Wolfie. Would you like to go to the park today? Woof, woof, answered Wolfie. Okay, but first let's listen to Mr. N's weather report. Today's weather will be hot and dry from now until nighttime, announced Mr. N. I'll wear something light and bring plenty of water for us to drink, said Miss W. When Miss W and Wolfie reached the park, the sky grew dark. It began to rain. What in the world was Mr. N thinking? Cried Miss W. It's a wet and stormy day, not a hot and dry day. I like water, but this is ridiculous. Come on, Wolfie, Miss W said. Let's go to the Weather Watch station. We need to talk to Mr. N about his weather forecasts. Mr. N, said Miss W when she reached the Weather Watch station, what's going on with your weather forecasts? Monday was not clear and sunny. It was foggy. Tuesday was not nice and calm. It was windy and wild. Wednesday was not very cold. It was very hot. And today is not hot and dry. It is wet and stormy. Woof, Wolfie added. Mr. N nodded. You're right, Miss W. I never should have said there was nothing to forecasting the weather. I needed your help. I'm sorry. On Friday, Miss W went back to work, a day early. And for now, today's weather, she announced. It will be warm and wonderful. You have my word.